Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another TheKillerNacho Wi-Fi battle. Today I'm battling EnterZync, who is a guy who is kind of favors bulky teams. And as you can see, he has a very pink team. Well, not really pink. I guess completely pink, but it looks annoying to say the least. So let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, he decides to lead with his Alola Mola Mala. I really cannot care less about pronouncing that name's Pokemon's name correctly. But, in all seriousness, its name is, I believe, Alama Mola, and it is a bulky fish thing. So I'm going to go out into my Superior, hoping that he goes for the Scald or something. He ends up just going for the Toxic, which, kind of does hurt Superior, especially, due to the fact I do have Sandstorm set up, due to my, Hippowdon, so not brilliant there, not brilliant. I'm going to try to go for the Leaf Storm. He does have Protect, though, so it's going to be able to, go ahead and, obviously get some more Toxic on me. And, yeah, that's kind of what this fish thing does. It is incredibly bulky, it has a lot of HP, and, it likes to Toxic Stall as well as, do a lot of other annoying things. Anyway, he really does not want to stay in here and take a Leaf Storm, so he is going to go out into Jirachi, which, yeah, it obviously does take it, pretty well. I'm just going to go for a Hidden Power Ground just to get damage on this thing. Obviously, that will probably end up sacking my Superior, and the only reason I do that is because I see that as leftovers, and it isn't a Scarf one. So I know at the very least I should be able to get some damage on this thing. And as you can see, I'm already nearly half dead, so I figure, why not? Let's just go for it. And, yeah, that's obviously just going to kill me. And actually, I think he does kill me, but I would have died if he didn't kill me, so there's that. So there's the U-turn, and I'm going to actually be able to see what he's going to go into first. He picks, I believe, the Aloma Mola again, the bulky fish thing. And, yeah, that's really not great, because that was the only way I had to really super affect this thing, so oops. So I'm going to go into my Mega Medicham, which is a Pokemon that I really never got to use effectively, in my opinion. But I'm going to give it another try here. I'm hoping that a Pure Power boosted Fake Out will do some decent damage, and as you can see, it really doesn't. So I'm like, well, F. And I did flinch it, though, so that's kind of nice. Now, here I make a pretty big, risky play. I go for the high jump kick, and it just occurs to me, it occurred to me after I selected it that I would have been screwed if he went for a Protect there, because that would have gotten some significant damage on me. I guess maybe the fact that he, I guess it might have actually contributed to him not picking Protect, thinking, oh, there's no way he would go for a high jump kick. So he's probably just trying to Toxic me, but it ends up working out. So, yeah, hindsight is, 2020. Anyway, so, he goes out into Clefable as I go out in my Heatran, which is obviously a pretty good Pokemon to fight Clefable with. But he's going to go right back into, he's going to go into his Azumarill for the first time here. And I actually make a pretty good play. I don't want to risk this thing being a Belly Drum set, so I just go for the Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately, after that, I kind of make a big mistake here. Either way, he is going to get off the Belly Drum anyway, and the bird is only going to be having that attack, which is, I believe, at triple, so he's actually a little bit more than normal right now, despite the burn, especially due to Pure Power, so it's still a pretty scary setup here. I'm going to go out to Hippowdon, because I know that my Hippowdon is obviously a physically bulky MFer, and I'm just kind of hoping that I can, not get 2-hit KO'd, but even an Aqua Jet is going to 2-hit KO my Hippowdon, which is pretty surprising to me, and I'm like, well, crap, I'm just going to go out into my Starmie now, because it resists Aqua Jet, maybe this thing can do it. And he ends up just going for the Play Rough, which does kill me, despite this fact this is bulky Starmie. So as you can see, a burn really doesn't help much against a Belly Drum, so lessons learned. The only good thing really about it is he is getting worn down due to residual damage. I can go back in my Medicham and go for the Fake Out to finish this thing off. Fake Out does have increased priority more than other priority moves. So, yeah, it's obviously going to outspeed even the Aqua Jet and kill the thing, but still, it kind of destroyed my Starmie and crippled my Hippowdon anyway, so that just shows you the power of Azumarill after a Belly Drum. Anyway, in comes Manectric, which is a scary Mega always for me. He's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve as I go back in my Hippowdon. He ends up going for the Volt Switch, and that actually works for me. And, yeah, that's going to keep him in. I'm just going to go for maybe an Earthquake to see if I can obviously do damage. Actually, no, I think I go for a Stealth Rocks, knowing that he would probably switch or try to kill me. I'm not really sure if I can live a flamethrower or a Murray at this point. But yeah, it just goes into Clefable here. No, I switch out. I lied. I don't think I actually do get Stealth Rocks up in this battle. I go into my Heatran. That's what I did. And, yeah, he's going to predict Heatran, I guess, and switch out into Jirachi. Although that's not a very good switch for him if he predicted Heatran, so I guess it was something else. Now I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks with Heatrans. I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks with Heatran, that's right. I actually brought 2 Stealth Rockers on this team. It's kind of... You normally don't usually do that, obviously, but, yeah, when you end up making teams from, right before the battle from scratch, sometimes it happens, little quirks like that. Either way, I do get the Stealth Rocks up with my Heatran. In comes Clefable, and I'm going to go ahead and taunt it so it can't heal or set up Calm Minds against me. Because if I get this thing taunted, obviously I do have the advantage here, being that I resist his moves. Most Clefables only carry Moonblast and maybe Flamethrower, so I should be able to not be hurt by this thing without it being able to set up. I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast to get damage. Like I said, he can't even Moonlight to heal, or Soft-Boiled for that matter. I think it's usually Soft-Boiled. So that is in my benefit. So he's going to go ahead and switch out. He obviously does not like this matchup anymore, and goes out into his Latios, who is going to take the Fire Blast pretty well, with the resistance and the good special defense stat by Latios. So, yeah, it's not going to be very effective, and I'm actually going to stay in just to try to get the residual damage here with my Heatran using Will-O-Wisp. The other reason I stayed in because I was kind of hoping he would go for a Draco Meteor here, predicting my switch so you could lower a special attack. It didn't end up happening. I take the Psyshock pretty nicely anyway. I want to go into Hippowdon here again. If he decides to go for the Psyshock, I should be able to take it pretty well, due to the fact it goes against my defense stat. This time he does actually end up going for the Draco Meteor, so a pretty good play by him to take out my Hippo, and that will take out my Hippo. Although to leave the Latios at a reduced special attack state, which means I can hopefully go into something to set up against it now. Being that it's a little bit declawed, if you will. So, yeah, I'm just going to go out into my Weavile, which is kind of the Pokemon I wanted to match up against this thing anyway, and I believe I go for the knockoff, and, yeah, he ends up staying in, so that's pretty cool. I get rid of the Latios, which is, going to be a problem, and, knocked off its leftovers pointlessly. Any switch, yeah, Weavile's pretty cool, and in comes the Manectric again. And the only thing I really have for Manectric at this point, in my mind, is to combine the priority moves of my Weavile and my Medicham. So that was my thinking. I go into Heatran because I realize it's probably it doesn't really have much purpose for what I have left. I mean, obviously it is able to take one hit from Manectric, and that was it. It's not going to take another one, obviously. And yeah, it also does counter this Clefable, though at this point, I'm pretty confident that I can kill this Clefable anyway. Either way, he does have to go into it with that Volt Switch, which is convenient, because I can just go ahead and taunt it again, and after the taunt, it's not going to be able to heal, and I'm hoping to pretty much get rid of it with this Heatran. As you can see, he really can't do much without a Calm Mind to me, because all he has is Moonblast, which I resist, and I have some pretty good special defense investment. I'm just going to keep going for the Fire Blast here. He can't really afford to go out into Manectric, because he can't afford to have it take a Fire Blast, so I'm pretty much going to be able to get this Clefable down unless I miss or he crits me or something, so that is pretty nice. And what a big thing that this also does, though, and this is crucial here, is it forces his Mega Manectric, which is the last Pokemon, to get his Intimidate off of my Heatran and not Weavile or Medicham. Because obviously that would really hurt Weavile and Medicham's chances to do damage, but it doesn't hurt Heatran at all because Heatran is just going to die here. So that is actually pretty crucial that I was able to force that Intimidate on my Heatran. So now I can go and not worry about him reducing my attack. I go into Medicham, go for the Fake Out because it's free damage. And I know that I do probably die to a Thunderbolt. In fact, I definitely know I die to a Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to go for a Bullet Punch here to get some extra damage. I still have Weavile, who does have Ice Shard, to be able to finish this off. He ends up just going for the Flamethrower, I guess, kind of hoping that I would go into Weavile, which I guess that works, except it doesn't, because it leaves me at 2 HP. So I'm actually able to finish it off here with Mega Medicham, although even if he killed me, I would have been able to finish it off with Weavile. Either way, today's question of the day is, if you could remove a type from any Pokemon, what would it be? Some Pokemon, you know, either don't make sense, that it has that typing, or, you know, you think that it really hurts that Pokemon more than it actually helps it. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Bye.